good to my content as a sort of nice too. Please like, subscribe, comment, and decide up to you. I'm always loading content on a constant basis, which is a lot less tricky than going for basis. Have your opinion, have your judgment. Stay tuned, and my next review will be starting in a moment. Play my intro, please.
Yeah, I didn't think that I had a debt to pay till the king to take all I.
Hello folks, Source92 Solomon here with another review. This review is going to be based on last Saturday's event that took place in the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for WWE's Night of Champions event, which took place this year, last Saturday, as I mentioned before. Kingdom Arena, we mentioned one match on the card from the Saudi capital, from Riyadh. Not Riyadh, I'm here in London doing a review about it, if I may add correction there to it in some cases, but yeah, I will be giving a review about the show itself. You know, the main event between according to defending Undisputed Championship between Sami Zayn and Sarge during the match. So I will be describing the match card itself. Stay tuned. I will be giving my thoughts on the match itself. Right, so let me just start talking about the match card between first match of the night to the Night of Champions 2026 was Open Family versus Jey Uso of the Uso family, of the small family. So Jey Uso, this was the first match of the night between the King of the Ring. So whoever won this match will be the crown of the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. So Open Family, the Nigerian monster, when it one-on-one with Jey Uso in the ring, there was a Paris, he is in the ring himself, you know, capital of Saudi Arabia. He executed a few power moves all over this opponent, Jey Uso, who's a lightweight of some kind of such, you know, against one of the biggest newcomers, who was just recently going up against a few matches against Brock Lesnar himself, you know, and about stuff, the way he does like this, about his thing, about dancing, about jumping, all that stuff he does, you know, the Nigerian monster himself. So he's a very powerful newcomer that is from the, I think I saw him a few times in NXT, found a few times, this guy. So first monster he is, and then at some point, you know, Jey Uso managed to get a few combos, you know, managed to get a few moves, and he ended up, I think he managed to get like a choke slam finisher, and Jey Uso, he hit it with that, or he might have hit it with his finisher, and then he managed to get the 1, 2, 3, and Open Family becomes victorious over Jey Uso, and he becomes King of the Ring champion as a finalist of the match of the men's division. So again, let's just do Open Family. So it's not potential in the future in the company, because how the crowd reacts to him, and how the you know, his perception and how his rapport is with the audience, and how they are overly like, it's a open like atmosphere when he's but everywhere outside, around the world, in the United States, but yeah, we're going to potential back there. Right. So we're going to move on to the second match, which is between Hero Sky, Hero Sky versus Hero Sky versus Liv Morgan for the match. King of the Ring tournament. So for the second match of the night is Hero Sky versus Liv Morgan for the finals of the women's premium ring, the match itself. So Hero Sky was facing Liv Morgan in the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. So both men are competing in the match itself, you know, through the Saudi aircraft. They're both wearing fully clothed body attire, because the rules of women competing in Saudi Arabia matches are very exact. You have to wear something which doesn't show like you complete your full parts of your body, like, you know, due to its religious I don't know, because it's a religious country in Saudi. You can't like show full parts of your body if you're competing in the ring, you know. As opposed to in the US and UK, if you're in other countries, it's not essential. But in these Muslim countries, then you can't show parts of your body which are to their philosophies and their religions, I believe. season, so I guess that's what it was there for my invite, so. But yeah, so you know, Sky was in the match with Liv Morgan, they hit a few moves here and there and that, all over each other. So, you know, Liv Morgan delivered a few moves herself. You know, she's been a bit of a run as of late. You know, we've been with the stuff she's doing with Dominic and stuff about Jonathan Day and that, and about that's been doing. So, I think if that'll happen in the match, I think you know, Sky hit a somersault, and then she must have like done a finisher. She must have got the pinfall on Liv Morgan. So, and you know, Sky becomes the queen of the ring by defeating Liv Morgan in the match. So, relative to her, she's the turn of the match. So, one match of the night was Seth Rollins going one-on-one against Braun Baker in a typical steel cage match. There's no title, there's no World Championship being defended at all. So it's just a typical generic steel cage match between both opponents. So Braun Baker went into the match and Seth Rollins was there. Both men were just like getting their weapons ready to battle each other in the steel cage, you know. So they went into the ring, they battled each other through that, they just each other through defenses, you know. They were just like using a lot of tables, sort of steel chairs, sort of chair shots, kendo sticks, etc. They could throw an ASAP, you know. They were just like completely annihilating, you know, making each other like a few damage to their heads, you know. A lot of us there on Braun Baker at some point in the match, you know. So there was like one point where they climbed to the top of the steel cage, in which you know, it was not a suplex, so he must have like jumped up top of the cage through the table, doing one up with each other. So it was quite a hellacious match between both players, you know. For the division or that, I think Braun Baker was doing it for Hayden and Logan Paul for that matter, but yeah, it was basically just like a very, I think it was one of the, I think I would say it's my match of the night, this match of the night, which I was quite late to, but yeah, it was quite a good match, I would say, especially when Braun Baker was just about to be the winner, and he was just climbing out, you know, when his head was a bit busted, it was a bit sensitive during the match itself, and I think Seth Rollins must have like hit the pedigree, and he must have hit a curb stomp, and then he must have hit 1, 2, 3 during the latter after the match, and then he managed to get the pinfall Braun Baker off. And Seth Rollins manages to maintain victory, and he's the victory of Braun Baker. So it's quite very entertaining, very good match. I saw a lot of spots there. The tables they went through, like on top of the cage, like some of them jumping through. So it's quite a good match. And with the last bit of it was very good football. So, alright, so the third match was Trick Williams, United States Championship match, Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints. So Ricky Saints was going up on against Trick Williams for the United States Championship. So Trick Williams, you know, he's defending his title against Ricky Saints. You know, it's quite a typical match for fighting moves, you know, suplexes, you know, build like if you had like some performance, you know, give next division to the main roster on SmackDown. So a few times here and there. So you know, Trick hit a few moves on Ricky a few times here and there. So and Ricky dashed out a few of his own Trick as well. So with his Billy Arch or Billy Arch, whoever the guys in there with I'm not sure if you guys, I was like, this is, I don't remember a friend of the guy from Outcast, the way he speaks like that. So, yeah. So it was not the best match, but it was okay. I was meant to go to see it. You can see Ricky Starks, maybe he has potential now to become the next distance. Right, so fifth match tonight was against Stratton versus Jay Cargo for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, defended by Timothy Stratton against Jay Cargo. So Timothy Stratton was way up against Jay Cargo to defend his title against her. So it's quite a match between both opponents. You know, they were just like executing rings for like 5-10 minutes during the match itself. You know, both of them were just harassing each other. You know, a lot of holds, you know, and a lot of grapple, like suplexes, you know, delivered during the match itself. Intensity, a lot of was between the powers, Jake Carbo and Timothy Stratton, stuff like, you know. something happened. I do remember, what's the name of that woman, Chelsea, came out some way with that to Ozzy without so yeah, I remember that match when the Rock came out, you know, but they all said to the about who wanted to win the match and the title, but despite all that, TV trying to manage to finish on the issue quite well. Maybe the finisher or that, and she finished us with Jake Caldwell, so TV trying to win the match and then really should do. So I'm now going to talk about the final match, which is will be Undisputed Championship match between Cody Rhodes as a champion, defense against Sami Zayn and Pitbull as the main event of the night. So obviously this is one of the most highly anticipated match in the year between Triple Threat match for the World Heavyweight title. It's been a win for a title, I should say, between three opponents and so. So because Cody Rhodes they opened the match with Cody Rhodes at both points of the ring, both just like anti-regulations, you know, they were just like hitting moves here and there and such. Between Cody Rhodes and between Sami Zayn. Both of it was very hectic, it was very straightforward, it was dishing one of the high chops, you know, one of the aggressiveness between him, Cody and Sami Zayn himself. Sami Zayn was really well done, the determination of the match,
it's only one life, so living twice got to meet earth, wind and fire. What a night, sounds like a lab, it's true. What a life, I'm married to the hustle. What a wife, my DNA is MIA. I'm a grown man, I ain't here to play, so don't talk about it, be about it. Let's party all night.
He's a very good percent as well, so he's some characteristics to the audience there inside the ring, I would say. So good for he was announced it when he was there, you know, he was dishing out his own as well. But there was this lived his own fresh words, there was kick outs and this, and there was that as well, you know, the Triple Threat match itself, you know. It's quite a hectic match, probably 10-20 minutes there, really fun, outside the ring. So I do remember, like, I think it was some point Sami Zayn must have been his finisher, or he must have, like, what was must have hit someone accidentally. Because I remember the finish off was getting very well. Raised off the head. All I remember is that somehow Sami Zayn must have covered, you know, during the match itself. Was going to want to kick with Cody, or I think he was going for what he covered, I think. Then he managed to become the new World Heavyweight Undisputed Champion of WWE. So congratulations, Sami Zayn, for his victory and becoming World Champion, the first Arabian champion for the very first time. I don't know what we did about because I think he's a million percent of that. He won it back in 2017. So congratulations, Sami Zayn, for that. You know, he wins the match, and then, you know, Byron Saxton's there to congratulate him from there. His face himself, he can ask questions about himself. So congratulations, Sami Zayn. To be honest, I would just, I'll give my, Sami Zayn defended, and to give my thoughts, to give my opinion to remarkable, but I would just think he's better until he faces him, and when I see him, I just think it's just really what Dwayne The Rock Johnson was doing with the WWE, because I would just think Cody Rhodes is just really worried about what he was doing back in Cody, or, you know, about his soul and about things like that, that he's more worried about rather than losing his son against him, or another one like that, or good for so Miles or something like that. So unless it's something he's doing with him, or someone who's a very good set of newcomers doing similarity in his kind of nature, that man is wrong. I don't know this as much to talk about when he's a champion, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't see, I wouldn't find myself to be a very huge fan of Sami Zayn, obviously, but it's good to see you, you know, win the world title. It's good to see you, much appreciation from the Saudi country. But to be honest, I'd rather see him better to someone else, or Tim, or like he was a better opponent for that kind of maybe, I don't know, maybe, I don't want to say right now, so you won't really hope this time.
It's only one life, so living twice got to meet earth, wind and fire. What a night, sounds like a lab, it's the truth. What a life, I'm married to the hustle.
I know,
what
because
a
I
wife,
don't
my DNA is MIA. I'm a grown man, I ain't here to play, so don't talk about it, be about it. Let's party all night, darling, mommy.
Well, yes, I was here the champion at the end of the night, and that's happening. So that's my opinion, that's my review review I gave of the WWE Night of Champions against Saudi Arabia last Saturday. So if you want to subscribe, then always up here. YouTube.com/AFROJACK. So just to subscribe and have your opinion on it. If you like, it's very good intro. Listen to the beginning. But so subscribe if you like. Thanks for watching.